what's happening.
Okay, ma'am, you need to calm down.
What the?
Ma'am, can you tell me what's going on?
Okay, so my family and I were driving down the interstate when a man rammed into our lane, making a huge crash.
You alright?
Yeah, my family and I are completely okay, but the other people in the other 8 cars are either dead or dying. I'm looking at a man who's trapped in his car. It's going up in flames.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, we need you to back away from all the cars.
Okay.
Now, can you tell me which exit is closest to you?
Yeah, I'm right after exit on 95 that goes into Fredericksburg.
Okay, sit tight. Help is on the way. Everything's gonna be alright.
Hey, Sarah. Go ahead. Hey, Gavin. What's up?
Hey, I heard what happened over break. I know you probably don't really want to be talking about it.
Yeah.
But, like, if you ever wanted to talk about it, I would be more than willing to listen.
That actually means a lot right now. Thanks.
Well, I just hope life gets a lot better for you.
So what'd you do over break?
So guess what?
What?
So I got to eat raw pickled pig's feet.
Why on earth would you eat raw pickled pig's feet?
So it was part of this, like, church youth group thing where we did a Fear Factor.
Thank God I didn't go. What else did you have to do?
Well, 2 girls painted a unibrow and a mustache on my face. Then I had to stick my hand in a jar full of crickets and grab quarters from the bottom, and I had to make a chewing gum sculpture.
Stuff like that, stuff like anything like that, you don't tell me or any girl for any matter. Understand?
I understand. Hey Sarah, what's up?
I had such a nightmare last night. It was really disturbing, guys. And then my mom and dad woke me up because they were being so loud. It was like 2:45 in the morning.
Wait, you were up at 2:45 last night? Man, that sucks. What was your nightmare about?
I had a nightmare last night. It was just like really disturbing. There was this guy that was just like standing over me like this. It was really dark, so I couldn't make out a lot of his features, but he was really tall and was wearing a cloak. He didn't really do much. In fact, he didn't really do anything at all. He was just standing there staring at me. His eyes penetrated deep into my skin. It was so scary. And the worst part about it was I couldn't even move. I was like glued to the bed.
Well, that's horrible. Like, what woke you up?
Well, for whatever reason, my parents were just in the hallway storming about last night.
But Sarah, we're in English class. Why are you taking out your psychology binder?
Because I have a psych test next class, and I've heard enough about Shakespeare from Mr. Ogre. Hey!
Challenging psychology terms. So, tell me, what does psychopath mean?
A psychopath is a person afflicted with a personality disorder that is characterized by a tendency to commit antisocial and sometimes violent acts, and a failure to feel guilt for these acts.
Correctamundo.
Can I please have my textbook back now?
Wait, hold on. I gotta tell you this really creepy story about this one psychopath that my grandfather told me about, real quick. Are you ready? Well, I'm glad you're so excited. So my grandfather had a man who used to live down the street from where he lived, and he told me that he was really like stern and kept predominantly to himself. Well, you know, I guess to be a nice neighbor and all, my grandfather invited him out to lunch a few times. And, you know, my grandfather told me that, you know, on the whole, generally, you know, the old man didn't really talk. But when he did, he could never really understand what he was saying. Well, one day my grandfather hears from his next door neighbor that another man who lived across the street from the old man got murdered brutally. You know, the police came in and they checked out the house, and after collecting the evidence, they came to the conclusion that apparently the old man was the one who murdered the poor guy. The old man, of course, was taken to court and he was tried, but the court found him innocent. My grandfather didn't believe that, and so he took the old man out to lunch one day and asked him, "Did you murder the man?" The old man went on to say that he did murder the man, and not only that, he also said he deserved what he got. But you know what the amazing thing is? The old man didn't just kill the poor guy. He messed around with him first, like a kid plays with his toys or a vulture plays with his food. See, for some people, it's not enough just to kill somebody. No. They have to play around with them first. Now talk about a definition of psychopath. So, what do you think?
That's one of the stories you never tell a girl. Ever again.
Well, you seem to be in the mood for a graphic story.
So you want to hear a graphic story?
Go ahead. Tell me the story.
So imagine you're coming home from a vacation, a long vacation, on the interstate. The ride is really smooth and without traffic. You're very eager to get home to see all of your friends. Like, when you're like within an hour of home, a car in the opposing lane is speeding and running away from cops, drives through some construction and finds a ramp that launches his car into your lane. Imagine a car flying at you in slow motion. That car hits two semi-trucks that are next to you, but you get through unscathed. The semi-trucks then go out of control. The cars following behind the semi-trucks drive under the semi-trucks, causing the roofs of the passengers' heads to be torn off. The other 5 cars following behind are the now flipped over semi-truck have crashed their cargo. Imagine walking out of the car and seeing headless bodies. Imagine seeing the rest of the cars with people in them crying out in pain, slowly dying. Imagine one car in particular. It's burning up and there's a passenger trapped inside. Imagine the face of agony that the man had, and there's nothing you can do about it. The handle's too hot for you to grab. I can still feel the heat of the flames, even now on my face. You can't even imagine the survivor's guilt I had to experience that day from that incident. Just sit there and try to imagine that.
Sarah, is this what happened to you over break? That's horrible. No one should ever have to deal with those kind of emotions. Sarah, like, no one should ever have to go through that kind of experience. And you know what? If you ever feel really, really, really bad about this, you just call me up, alright? And I'll come over and we'll hang out together and hopefully make you feel better. As far as I'm concerned, you and me are family, alright? I want to make sure that you're okay.
I forgot to ask you, how was your day at school today?
It was good. Kyle tried to talk to me about the accident, but I didn't really feel it was necessary to share with him quite yet because I didn't want him to have to experience the horror that I have to go through every day.
He's such a nice boy. I'm glad you have him as a friend.
Yeah, he's the friend I value the most out of all of them because he just listens to everything I say, whether it's good or bad, and he just is always concerned with my life and is always in it, and I'm really thankful that I have him as a friend.
Seems like you have a little crush on this guy.
No, Kyle and I have talked about this.
He's just a brother to me. Wait, Mom, why are you all of a sudden talking to me before I go to sleep? You haven't done that in a while.
Sarah, just recently I wanted to let you know that, you're very important to me and you are my daughter, and I just want to let you know that I love you. Isn't that okay?
I guess so.
Sarah, I think you need to go to sleep right now and get some really good sleep because you've got a long school day tomorrow and I want you to be rested and ready to start the day.
Okay.
Okay?
Love you, Mom.
Okay. Love you too, honey. You sleep tight tonight.
Dad? Dad? Dad?
Sarah, what is it?
There's a really creepy guy out there and I don't know what to do.
Show me.
Wait. What? I could have sworn I saw somebody out there.
Sarah, let's go back to bed.
I'm coming. Jeez.
Hey, Sarah, if you don't hurry up, I'm not going to beat the traffic on the parkway. Can you tell me what happened last night?
What do you mean last night?
Well, I was sleeping peacefully at 2:50 in the morning when you woke me up.
Okay, last night I couldn't sleep, so I woke up and I decided to read a book. After reading like a chapter, I got tired enough to sleep, and that's when I saw a man in my window.
Do you know this guy?
No, by the time I ran downstairs and I saw him in the window, his hood was covering his face. I didn't look at him after that because I ran to meet you.
Did you tell anybody at school about the accident?
No, but the entire school knows.
Do you think these are teenagers trying to screw around with you?
I don't think so. I don't know anyone who would do something like this to me.
All right, what book did you read last night?
I read It.
You read it?
No, Dad. The novel, It.
Ah, the Stephen King book.
Yeah? What are you trying to say?
Sarah, do you think there's a chance that you imagined this guy?
Imagined this guy?
Sarah, look, you've been through a very difficult situation here, and you've been traumatized. You need to talk to somebody about this.
Oh, now you're saying I'm crazy. Is that it?
Look, Sarah, all I know is that you woke me up at 2:50 in the morning this morning, and claiming that you saw something, or I don't even know what you saw. But I tell you, this is what I do know. I got to be in the office at 8:50, ready to go. And right now, I'm tired. I'm extremely tired from this thing that happened this morning. And you know my boss. He's a killer. He expects nothing but perfection. And he's going to really get in my case because I'm tired. I'm falling asleep on the job. You've got to stop this imaginations that you have.
I can do this. I can do this.
So, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I was thinking about hanging out with some friends this weekend, you know. I don't know, like popping in a movie, eating some popcorn, you know. You want to come?
Oh, really? What movie?
Well, I was thinking of something kind of like Batman or Inception, you know, something dark with lots of action in it.
Sounds like a good plan. What day then?
Well, let me think. Oh, yeah, Friday the 13th. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sarah, are you sick? Sarah, is it the figure? It's that guy that you see every night, isn't it?
He was this close to me last night. I know he's real. My parents say he's not, but I know he is. I hear his footsteps on the stairs. I see the knife he pulls out of his cloak. And I don't know why he disappears when I turn my flashlight on, but he does. I know he is real.
Sarah, I don't know whether this thing is like an actual guy messing with you, or a figment of your imagination, or like maybe this is just something else. And Sarah, I can't possibly pretend to understand the kind of pain and sorrow that you're going through. That accident was horrible, and it should have never happened to anybody. I'm not a doctor or a priest or a psychiatrist, but Sarah, honestly, I think the best thing that you can do right now is hang out with your friends. You gotta let this go. You have to let it go. And Sarah, I think the best medicine for you right now is just to hang out and have a fun time. Sarah, I just want you to know that as far as I'm concerned, you're my family. And if this figure ever messes with you again, I want you to call me, alright? And I'll be there. We're gonna get through this, okay?
Okay.
I tell you what, if that guy messes you again, you call me up, I'm gonna go too. Hey, smile, folks! Praise the Lord! Sarah just gave me a smile. Hey, come on, let's go. I gotta take you home.
Yeah, sure.
you doing up this late?
I just woke up.
What are you looking at on the computer? Here, let me see what you got here. What on earth? Sarah, what's going on?
Well,
Here, let me turn on the light. So it simply disappeared just like that?
yeah.
So Sarah, have you talked to anybody at school yet, like I told you to let out some of your emotions?
I've told Kyle, but that's it. He's the only one.
I really think you should. I think you really should let it out and talk to me and your mom about it. I think this feelings of dread that you have on your mind all day, this mental projection of this mysterious figure that you have is not very good. It's not very healthy.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If these visions continue to haunt you, I think I'm gonna need to take you to a clinic. But I don't think you're mentally impaired. I think you just need to open up. Hey, the figure is not real. Everything is going to be all right. Demons, come on, really?
Mom!
Hey, I'm in the kitchen. Come on in here and tell me about your day.
Okay.
Well, come on in, Sarah. Sit down and tell me about your day.
So what's up?
Dad called me today. He said you have something on your mind.
Well, I had a little trouble going to sleep last night.
So you've been having some nightmares?
Not just at night. It seems this whole week has been like a nightmare.
Oh, honey, what's been happening?
Not even try to hide it from you. I've been seeing this figure like every night and I'm so scared. And I've told Dad and Kyle, but they don't believe me. And everyone says that it's just a depression and anxiety from what happened over break messing with my mind. And they say he's not real, but I know he's real.
What does the figure look like?
He's tall, he has a cloak, he wears big boots that make noise when he walks up the stairs. His eyes are so beady they penetrate like my very soul. His skin is pale white like snow. Why do you ask?
Well, because I saw him too. Well, I remember seeing him Monday night. I woke up hearing the door close to my room. I wasn't sure if it was just the air moving the door. I left the flashlight behind. I got up to see what was making the door move, and that's when I saw the figure enter into your room. I wanted to scream, but no sounds would emit from my mouth. So I did the only thing I could do. I walked down the hallway and slowly opened the door, and there it was, standing in the middle of the room. Then he turned his face to me, and at that point in time, I knew it was time to leave. I went back to your father's in my bedroom to wake your father and grab the flashlight. He came after me, but I got there just in time to grab the flashlight. And when I turned it on, he wasn't there. I saw the figure that's been haunting you these few nights, and he's real. I called Pastor Tom, but he's out till Sunday morning, so we'll just have to wait till then.
Isn't there anything we can do before then?
We can't. Your father will think we're going crazy.
Mom, tell me we're gonna make it through this.
Sarah, don't worry. Everything's gonna be all right. I promise.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay home tonight.
How come?
I don't know. I just don't feel like it.